Good day, I am Adventure Argonaut, and this is Murders on the Yangtze River. Once again, we are back in China 100 years ago or so, and killing people. I mean, solving murders of, we're completely innocent of any wrongdoings here, right? Just check in my streams, are they working, and then we can go get to the game. So yeah, last time I solved my second murder, allegedly at least, or framed another innocent person. That could be it as well. Yeah, my streams look okay, my chats are here and there. Then how about we play the game then? Which one is the latest? I guess this one. 15 G 1429. 15 is bigger than 14, right? Judge Jan. Soldiers found the armed guards at Mataway's residence that had not been disposed of yet. Several scratches are also found on them. Oh yeah, you can even see them there. This case should be a solid one without a doubt. That's good to know. Mr. Shen is truly a master detective, having successfully solved 2 cases in a row. Your praise is too kind, Judge Chang. And we owe much to Afu's assistance too. Yeah, he picked a couple of locks. Haha. Okay. You are really awesome. Auntie Wu, thank you. I am talking about Mr. Shen. You should learn from him. Certainly I should. Auntie, it is your analysis that has provided direction for this case. You're being modest. If you hadn't expressed Mataway's plot, I'd almost become his accomplice. Well, may I consult you about a question regarding the posture of a corpse? Go ahead. Zhencheng introduced the characteristics of corpse to Wu. What you described called opisthosnos strongly resembles Yangtze poison. So is that like English name for the poison, and this is the Chinese name, I guess, because the murder happened in London. Yangtze poison? A poison made by Nux vomica. Okay, after ingestion, it causes intense full body contortions and agonizing pain. It results in a posture where the head and feet meet, resembling being tracted, hence the name. What a horrible thing. The toxic component of Nux vomica is known as strychnine in the Western medicine. Ah, okay. I've heard of strychnine. Strychnine sulfate. The London police have carefully examined the body and found no trace of strychnine. I'm not an expert in Western medicine, but since you say so, it must have been repeatedly verified. Yes. Forensic science is vast and profound, and only have a superficial understanding of it. I will discuss the old coroners I know and reply to you later.
多谢吴大娘。
Thank you, Auntie Wu.
大
Lord,
人，
I met a
刚才
boatman
俺
at
在
the
码
dock
头
just now.
遇
He
到。
seemed to be looking for Mr. Shen.
先生，
Shen,
王帅
Uncle
叫
Wang
了。
is here to pick us up.
既如此，
In that case, you
二位
two
赶
should
紧上
hurry up
路
and
吧。
hit the road.
马捕头
Officer Ma is
关在
being
另
held
一
in
处
another
牢
cell,
中。
but I still intend to have a chat with him.
张大人，
Judge
咱们就
Jiang,
此别
let
过。
us part ways here then. What's he saying? This is the courtroom. Okay. No admittance.
小兄弟，
Young
又见面
lad,
了。
nice to see you again. Would you like me to help you
你我真是有
improve
缘
your
呐。
detective skills?
可现
Right
在我
now,
不
I
想
don't
成为
want to
罗
become
龙
next
江。
target like Master Lo. Young people's
年
aspirations
轻人
change
志
quickly,
向
it's
变得
alright.
快。
I have other books here. Shall we take a look at this
进
New
法国
Tales
先
of
生
Mr.
函，你看看。
Braggadocio?
还有
This
这
book,
本
The New Story of
新石
Stone,
头
will
记，
surely open your mind
保
after
准你
reading it.
读完打通。
The New Story of Stone is related to openings one mind.
小兄弟有
You
所
have
不
no
知，
idea what this book is about.
他讲的
It's
是
a sci-fi
家宝
story of someone
新
brought back to
成
life
年
and
复活后
using submarine
乘
to
潜
travel
水艇
everywhere.
环游地球的故。
I want to read it. Okay. Is it a real book? I have no idea.
铁山大哥，
Chungta, the case has been solved. It was Officer Ma who killed Miss Liu. Yes, I heard about it.
多亏了你的志气。
Thank you for your ironwork manual. We were able to bring Officer Ma to justice.
有用就好。
Oh, I'm glad it was helpful. Okay, so they're not really saying anything useful.
Afu,
what are you looking for?
啊？
What? How come Mr. Kao's space crystal is gone?
估计卖完收摊
I
了。
suppose it must have closed down after selling out.
好吧。
Well, I was planning to get some steam guns to take on the road. So I guess we can just go. Maybe I should do a save, like, you know. Is that a lighthouse or a guard tower? Oh, I don't see any light. It's the boatman.
哎呀，你们可算来了！
Ah, you're finally back.
对不起啊，王叔。
I'm sorry, Uncle
我们遇上
Ron.
案
We
子耽误
encountered
了
a case that caused delays.
我猜到
I
会是这样。
figured it would be like this.
先快
Let's
上
hurry
船
and
吧
get on the boat first. So I guess there's gonna be a murder on the boat, which sounds like fun actually. Cruise for a corpse.
开船啦！
We're setting
上
sail.
稳
Steady yourself.
喽！
We don't look very steady here. Oh, it's fish. Like, I don't think this is a good position to. I don't know how you're supposed to stand in a boat like this, anyways. No, this guy's just standing, so there's no seats. Nice scenery, though. La, la, la. So what does it say? 10,000 old something water. Maybe this is some sort of flower. Right. Okay. Yeah, no English translation. I guess it's some old poem or aphorism or something.
船长，装载这个飞
Shipmaster,
轮
with this
船就能继续
flywheel,
行
we
驶
can
了。
continue our journey.
你呀，
Farfu, you are just like your father,
过去实验了，
relentless
什么
in
都不知道。
experiments, neglecting anything else. Shipmaster Low. So many.
那他
Low
也
Pay
收
was
过
the
发电
first
机吗？
victim, and now we have another Low. I guess it's probably different Chinese character. Just realized the pun because yes, they are two different Chinese characters, but I was talking about written characters. Two different people, two different characters in the story. Anyway, oh, has he burned a generator while experimenting? The things he's burned are much bigger than generators. When there's time later, I'll tell you more. For now, let's just replace this flywheel. Okay. It's been a truly long day, hasn't it? Indeed, 2 consequential murder cases in a single day. Chen, you've had a busy day too. Get some rest. No rush. I need to make some case reports. You haven't slept all night either. Why not take a break? Blacksmith Tar helped me make a spring. I want to install it in my invention. What new invention do you have now? It's a secret. Once I finish it, you'll find out. Don't burn the generator again. Don't worry, I'll pay attention to the voltage this time. 2 days later. Well, no third murder in the same day. Shen, the captain has steered the ship towards Yangtze. Sure, let's visit Golden Words Publishing House. Hopefully we'll discover something there. Shen, how about telling me more about that case? I can help you. Certainly, I was planning to go through the case again from the beginning. Shen, are the details of the crime in Lopez's novel really identical to this case? Indeed. It all started 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was studying law in Boston. In August of the same year, I received a message from Joseph, a good friend of my brother, informing me that my brother had died mysteriously in his apartment in London. Determined to uncover the truth, I decided to travel to London. Tally-ho, pip-pip. The greenhouse ahead is where my brother met his fate. Okay, so we are playing the flashback. My brother's apartment is not in this direction. Oi, Chinaman, what you doing there? This is the place.
Hello, may I ask if this is Officer Jones?
Oh, English voice acting.
Yeah.
Yar.
I am John Shen, brother of Brian Shen.
So his English name is John.
My close friend Brian Shen's younger brother, John Shen, is about to arrive in London. Please guide him to inspect Brian's death scene and facilitate his access to the case files.
So, dear Mr. Jones, I write to inform you that John Shen, my departed friend's brother, shall soon arrive in London. I humbly beseech your assistance in arranging his pilgrimage to the site of Brian Shen's passing and provide him access to review the case files at Kensington Police Station. With profound regards, Joseph Iscariot Bell. Iscariot, that's a sort of ominous kind of middle name, isn't it? Like, Judas Iscariot.
Joseph Iscariot Bell. Since it's Joseph's request, I'll surely coordinate with you.
His accent is like... It's not something I'd expect in London. Like, quite sure.
I'm Cody Jones, investigating your brother's case. Just call me Jones.
He's like Scottish. I guess he could be a Scottish.
Thank you for your help.
Not quite sure.
Speaking of which, your brother's suicide scene looks rather eerie. Young one, you sure you want to step in?
I'm sure.
All right, after checking the scene, come away to the office. We'll sort out some paperwork.
Sort out some paper. Yeah, I guess the Scottish.
Say, we can wrap up the case then.
You guys again? How many times you come without invite? Is police station 2 free? Or whole London only has case in my place?
Mrs. Cheng, sorry for not giving you a heads up today.
Brought the important person, huh? Move aside.
像像像，两兄弟长得真像。
Look, they really look alike. Those two brothers.
弟弟比哥哥还要俊俏些。
The younger brother is even more handsome than the elder brother.
这阿姨，
Auntie Cheng, in the letters my brother sent me before, he often mentioned your care for him.
你哥是个好男儿。
Good man, your brother, ambitious and talented. Bad luck such things happened.
Mrs. Cheng, can we first?
Take off shoes first. Don't dirty my carpet. Keep windows shut. Bad energy if open. Every time you come, my house a mess. My medicine on stove. Knock it over. See what happens.
Nay, bother. Dinna fash yourself.
Okay, I don't know as fash yourself. I guess yourself, but fash. Okay.
We didn't mean to intrude over much. Theoretically speaking, this should be,
Less trip? That's not what the signs say. You foreigners, you will have more visits.
Foreigners, right? We are the Chinese are the foreigners here.
All right. Stick close to your esteemed guest.
Esteemed guest?
Without him, you break my vase today. Compensate me. It's cloisonné. Expensive.
Vase?
This one.
See, I told you.
Can she see the future?
这屋是他的工作室，
This room is his studio. The murder happened right here.
他经常把自己锁在屋里面搞研究。我
He
也不
often
懂
locks
他在研
himself
究些
inside
什么。
researching. I don't understand what he's researching either.
有劳郑阿姨了。
Thank you, Auntie Cheng, for your help.
小伙子，
Young
你慢
man,
慢
take
看
your。time, look around.
You walk careful. Don't break my things again.
I really hope this is the last time I'm stepping in here.
Officer Jones, could you please tell me about the situation at the time?
Of course. That afternoon at 2:05, we got a telegraph saying there's been a murder in this room.
I think the voice line said telegraph, and this is telegram. But, yeah.
We went upstairs to check. Found the door locked from the inside. Had to break the lock open. What's inside?
What's
We
this?
saw the victim lying in a rather eerie pose on the chair. A dagger plunged
this
into
music?
his chest.
Dagger.
His expression was awfully strange. A lot of pain. But half his face seems to be smiling.
And he didn't have eyes.
What kind of dagger is it? Is there anything special about it?
Nothing remarkable in appearance. Light in weight, but razor sharp.
What is the current direction of the police investigation? Have you identified any suspects yet?
I thought Joseph had already filled you in on this. Well, Mr. Shen, based on the evidence gathered so far, the police have come to the conclusion
Suicide.
your brother took his own life.
And the FBI. Cash Patel's FBI solving the case. Suicide.
Impossible. My brother would never kill himself.
The room was sealed off at the time of the incident. All door and windows were locked from inside. The only key was in your brother's own hand. Not just that, but the weapon only had his own fingerprints on it as well.
If the weapon doesn't have the killer's fingerprints, you know, gloves have been invented. And this is like, well, not sure what year this is, but like, when did they start doing fingerprints? Because I'm gonna ask Grok. I'm gonna be bothered by that otherwise. I'll just quickly ask. So when did police start using fingerprints to identify criminals? Okay, it started in the late 19th century, like applications emerging in 1890s. Okay, in the early 1900s, adoption spread. For example, Scotland Yard in Britain began systematically using fingerprints for criminal identification in 1901. Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking, because Hercule Poirot, he doesn't use it, but maybe just, you know, the writer didn't know about it. Like Agatha Christie didn't know about it, presumably, because Poirot lived, like, his stories are like in the 1930s or so, usually 1920s, 30s, maybe even 40s, some of them. But yeah, I guess that's just, you know, ignorance on the part of the author.
Again, it's hard
Okay,
to
this game
accept.
has it right then, I
My
guess.
condolences.
Officer Jones was my brother sitting in his chair at the time of death. Strictly speaking, he was not sitting in the chair but leaning on it in a very peculiar posture. His head and lower limbs were bent downwards while his body arches upwards like a bow. How could this be? We've looked into all sorts, but they ain't a definitive answer. I wish I could speak with a Scottish accent, but they ruled it out that he got a massive fright or pain reaction at the very moment of his passing. Brian. Mr. Shen? Shen, are you alright, pal? You look as if you come back from the depths of hell. Can I take a closer look around here? Please go ahead. CSI. What was this? Asbestos mesh with burn marks on it. The corner of the asbestos mesh is tied with wire and the middle part has been replaced with bags. Might have been used for experiments, as asbestos mesh is common tool in labs. The mesh is charred black with thin iron wire tied to each corner. The central asbestos has been replaced. Drops of blood on the floor as well as the edge of the chair, which have already coagulated. There were no blood stains in the room except near the chair. Officer, how were the blood stains distributed on my brother's clothes at the time? There were a wee bit of blood stains on the clothing near the dagger, but aside from that, there were no clear flow direction there. To left, right, up, or dune. No, dune. Uh, so does it mean that he was dead already after he, like, I mean, before he was stabbed? Because, like, if the blood is like when she died, blood coagulates, right? So it doesn't flow so much. The key looks funny. Is the shape a key? Aye, we took it as evidence in our investigation. This is the sole key to the room. We discovered it gripped in Brian's left hand. There were only your brother's fingerprints on the key. So, brother's hand, yeah, only fingerprints. What's this? There were many scattered paper ashes around the chair. Nay, just around the chair, but there were quite a few paper ashes on your brother's body. I heard it in the East you burn paper during ancestral worship ceremonies. Do you reckon this has any connection to your brother's passing? Ancestral worship ceremonies. Indeed, Mr. Chen mentioned that August 15th, according to your calendar, is a special holiday. That day was the Ghost Festival, and also the anniversary of my father's death. Guess there's an ominous death day for their father. So you're suggesting on that day your brother was performing ancestral worship for your father? It's not possible. Our relationship with our father was not good, and we have never done such a thing before. An unburned scrap of paper, seemingly made of oiled paper. It seems that there was some writing on it, but it is impossible to recognize it. Burned paper ashes were found on the body. There were also unburned scraps of paper, illegible. Okay, how about Brian, what exactly happened? I won't let you die. Okay, I will definitely find the murderer, bring them to justice. Okay, so it was just... What other clues are there? The chair is clean otherwise. Officer Jones, if my brother's body was contorted when he was killed, how was he leaning on the chair? Let me do a wee sketch for you. Okay, okay, that was I like the eyes. Very serious murder investigation. Here's how he and the chair were set up at the moment. The victim's body and the chair found fine equilibrium, delicate balance. I'm not sure if that was a coincidence. The white circle represents position and posture of my brother when he was killed. I can't let him die without knowing the truth. Okay. That's the blood. We also... When my brother's body was found, it was contorted. His body and the chair achieved delicate balance. I don't know, the floorboards? No. When my brother's body was contorted, yeah, okay. Just ashes. I don't think this is gonna be... Yeah, it's not a separate thing. No. Deep claw marks on the chair legs. Ah, okay, yeah, I didn't notice that. With slight traces of blood on them. Ryan, what exactly did you experience? Why didn't we ask the cop about the claw marks if he has any idea what they are? Probably doesn't, but still. A beam of light shines through the skylight directly into the chair where the murder occurred. What's this? The skylight window frame shows scorch marks and the map appears to be fresh. Scorch marks? So was it like you know, those lanterns float, like paper lantern that you put a candle and it floats or something? Sort of like a mini hot air balloon. Oh, indeed, those are scorch marks. Even though it's unclear what caused them, this is unrelated to the case. How can you tell? The skylight is very high, and without a ladder, there's no way you can reach it. Mrs. Chen's house doesn't have that. Besides, we inspected the skylight and it's locked from the inside of the house. Aha. It seems a bit far-fetched, but like, what if the killer had, like, I don't know, a rope, the skylight, and after killing the guy he climbed up, and he had, you know, set the, like, you know, the lantern to somehow go up, and you know, turn the latch to close the window or something. Something like that. But I don't know, maybe there should be, like, I don't see any candle or stuff here, so it's probably not like that. Maybe it's still something like that. Thick dust on the glass, no signs of being touched or tampered with. Say is probably highly probable that those scorch marks were made for the incident. So yeah, alright. This is your brother's studio, and the marks on the window are likely caused by experiments. Of course, if he's gonna say that, he's gonna be wrong, because he's like, you know, our Hastings. Examine door. There's a wooden door with a round lock. The lock is already damaged. When we got here, the doorknob was locked, frayed inside, so we had to force the door open. Candle. Oh, okay, there are candles. Yeah. 7 candles arranged on the ground in the shape of the Big Dipper. Each candle is securely fixed to the floor with wax by someone. It looks like some kind of mysterious Eastern ritual. Big Dipper.
郑平，你还能找
Jumping,
到
can
那
you
个
still
梯
find
子
the Big Dipper? Here it is. Ottawa. Right there.
而顺着勺口的方向看去，
Looking in the direction of the spoon's handle.
就能找
Can
到
find
北
the
极星。
North Star.
北极星，
The North Star is the only star that remains fixed at the North Celestial Pole.
因此
Therefore, travelers use it as a guide for direction when they are away from home.
无论离家多远，
Find the North Star anywhere, it guides you back home from
就
afar.
能找到回家的方向。
I guess the Big Dipper there somehow guide us in the right direction. Since the candles are arranged in the shape of the Big Dipper, the position of Polaris is near the desk. Is there anything special about the desk? I didn't find anything special on the desk either. If I had to say, there are some marks on the candles instead. Tell me quickly. Ah, yeah, there. See the side of the candle, there's a shallow scratch. The yin next is also has one. The yin? The yin and yang? I don't know. I guess the one next has also one. I think it's like a rope. Interesting that our scratches are on the same horizontal plane. Maybe there was like a rope somehow here, and then they burn through the rope. 7 candles arranged on the floor in the shape of a Big Dipper, 2 of them with shallow scratches. Indeed, they're quite suspicious. Could they be traces left by the murderer? Possibility of this being the case of Hamida is very, very low. Currently, no evidence links the candles to the murder case. Several books on the desk, including Principles of Chemistry and the Interpretation of Dreams. I think that's Freud. Yes. Freud, die Traumredutung. Moonstone, Wilkins, Collins. Some Russian. Richard Horobocheva. I don't know, can't really read it. Agricultural Chemistry. It seems like these books are books that Brian often read. Each book's spine has some ink stains. Maybe they're in the arrangement seems to have a certain pattern. Yeah, maybe it's the wrong order, like different order when the ink was splattered. Officer Jones, may I organize these books? Aye, the police investigation is done. They're no use. They're now your property. Why is this book this way? Okay, that. Indeed, the ink stains on the book spread diagonally. These ink stains indeed appear to be flicked from a fountain pen. There is a break in the middle of the ink stain, as if... You mean here? I don't think there's a book missing because you can't fit any more books there. There's an obstruction. Did something block the pen when my brother threw it? No, if that were the case, there wouldn't be continuous ink stains on the books afterwards. There is a break in the middle. Okay, one book is missing. Ah, okay. Ah, yeah, of course. We do that. Duh, I feel dumb. Clearly another book in the middle has been taken. Could you please tell me if the police took a book with the ink stains on its spine from the scene? Nah. Could it be that the killer took the book? Seems difficult to confirm if the book was missing there or it would be gone for a while. Mr. Shen, you need to trust the police. Didn't I assume there's a killer on your aim? So a book is missing. Class photo. Is this photo of my brother and his friends? Fatso cheeks. There are your brother's classmates. I heard Joseph took the photo. The one in the middle is Stone Wu. He knew your brother from before coming to the UK. It seems I have met him when I was a child. The one on the right, Richt. Is he German? Is Toby Cheng. He's your brother's classmate at the University of London. So this is Brian then. Stool sample. There is a small stool placed between the desk and the candle arrangements. The stool is very small, with a height of less than 20 centimeters. Window. The windows can only be opened from the inside. Below is the busy Plymouth Street with fashion stores, jewelry shops and furniture stores. Not far away are the iconic Palace of Westminster and Royal Opera House. Through the window, the three-storied Savoy restaurant across seems to be very busy. Cylinder phonograph. When we entered the scene, the phonograph was still playing, but it stopped after a short while. Did it stop because the wax cylinder ran out? It's been about 50 minutes of playing. I have to personally verify this matter. The There's a cafe downstairs in this building, just on floor below. Staff reported continuous opera music from this room, 1:40 to 2:30 p.m. that day. Did they hear any other sounds? No. Okay, when the police arrived at the scene, the phonograph was playing the Peking Opera 7-Star Lamp. Mr. Shen interested in listening to phonograph content? Okay. This is Peking Opera. The content sounds somewhat familiar. Am I gonna get copyright stricken or something? The phonograph is playing Peking Opera 7-Star Lamp. 7-Star Lamp? What is it about? It's about Zhuge Liang. It's huge, who failed to borrow 10 years of lifespan from heaven 1,790 years ago. Say, that's how it is. It's 46 minutes long. Tell the story of Kongming begging for longevity. But it just said Zhuge, Juming, whatever. Chongming? Kongming. That name sounds a bit familiar, but don't know so much about that stuff. Lab bench. Lab bench is filled with bottles and containers. Crime scene investigation. Dismantled kerosene lamp on the table. Several long cotton threads soaked in kerosene bottles. Small brush inside. A stack of oil paper on the table. There was oil paper burnt with the veg shape. Each sheet is large and thin. Various chemicals and reagents placed on the lab bench. Among them there are aspirin, procaine and trichloromethane. Test tubes contain powdered herbal medicines such as Sophora flavescens and Angelica sinensis. Or is it Chinese angel or something? What's this? Strychnine sulfate. This bottle contains strychnine. Officer Jones, do you know there is strychnine in my brother's room? Oh, Dine Fesh. We have certainly looked into this angle. Your brother's autopsy and toxicology tests were done by Joseph, forensic expert, or maybe Joseph is lying. Even though the signs of the body looked like strychnine poisoning, the test came out negative. What about the other toxins? Of course, all of them came back negative. Our capabilities are limited and some new drugs may now be detected. What is the current police speculation about the cause of my brother's body conversion? Just a moment, let me check my notebook. It has Joseph's theory. Oh, found it. We found the recently healed wound of the victim's foot. If there is rust contamination on the wound or if he was exposed to germs during experiments, then there's possibility of tetanus infection. If he got a fright or felt intense pain, it might have caused back spasms. Or if there's stimulation causing back nerve paralysis, it could lead to body contortions. In summary, Joseph thinks there are many possible causes for the body contortion. As for the toxicology test results, they were all negative. How many reasons for the contortion? Yeah, okay. Completed. What's this thing here? Circular outline. What was originally inside this white circle? A roll of Morse code paper strip, which we took as evidence. So you found it on the ground? That's right, I suspect it fell from the Morse code telegraph machine. Does it have any content on it? It's telegrams from Mr. Bell, Joseph Feider. We checked the contents discussing the development of a certain drug. Nothing suspicious. I think that sounds suspicious. Developing drugs. Found on the ground next to the desk. Telegrams were sent by Mr. Bell. Cabinet. On the top shelf there are certificates and medals that my brother has received. In the middle there are some pharmaceutical theory books and laboratory equipment. On the bottom shelf there are several back cylinder records in the autumn in the Han Palace. Autumn in the Han Palace, what is that? Telegraph machine. Ah, okay. This is the telegraph machine on the table. There are traces of it being used on that day. Morse code paper reel we found should be fitted in the hexagonal area on his tab. Other than that, no other abnormalities were found on the machine. Okay. So was he like tapped into the telegraph line so he could use the telegrams? What's the difference between telegraph and telegram actually? I am not quite sure. Okay, so we have to talk to this guy still. Officer Jones, can I ask you a few more questions? Aye, as long as you have solved the case swiftly. About the person who filed the report. Officer Jones, you mentioned earlier that someone filed a report. May I ask who the reporter is? It came in as an anonymous telegram. It had only one sentence. A homicide occurred at 79 Prillis Street. So maybe it was sent from here. Maybe the killer sent it. I wonder if it could it be the victim, like he knew he was gonna die and he sent this. That sounds somewhat illogical. Since this room is locked and it's a suicide, how could anyone know a homicide occurred here? I must admit, you got a sharp mind, but see, the curtain of this window was not closed at the time. It's likely that someone from opposite building saw the body through the window. Have the police questioned the residents of the building opposite? Aye, anything I can think of we have already considered. Just gone to the building to look for eyewitnesses. Took up me entire week. Aye, it's hard to identify potential witnesses with a busy restaurant on the 3rd floor. Okay. Officer Jones, can I ask you questions about Joseph? Officer Jones, you and Joseph were both at the Kensington Division, right? Aye, Joseph was my superior just half a month ago. However, 2 weeks ago, he got transfer order and was set to move to Shanghai. Was Joseph in charge of my brother's case before? Aye, that's correct, but new. The case is in hands of new detective sergeant. The new sergeant now is an easy person to deal with. And when we ganged the police station later, you'll witness it yourself. Officer Jones, can I ask you a few more questions? Aye, as long as he helps to solve the case swiftly. I'm probably butchering the Scottishness. About the suspects, Officer Jones, may I ask if the police have identified any suspects yet? Mr. Shen, as I mentioned a few, the brother's death was a suicide, so there are no suspects. Even if it's determined to be a suicide, don't we need to rule out the possibility of homicide? Aye, of course. We have looked into the suspicious individuals. Mrs. Chen, the only person there in the flat that day. Stone Wu, your brother's classmate, had a guild relationship with him, but had a big rival before. I had a good relationship, not guild. Toby Cheng, your brother's classmate, had a competitive relationship with him. And there's also the sender of the telegram, Mr. Bell, your brother's research project sponsor. We have interrogated all of these individuals alibis for the time of the incident. We completely understand the desire to uncover the truth, but the truth is, your brother committed suicide. Officer Jones, can I ask you a few more questions? Aye, as long as it helps solve the case. No more questions. So, are we done? Yeah, I guess we can go still downstairs to interrogate the woman and see if there's any other traces or evidence there. Let's break the vase. Cabinet. Wooden miscellaneous cabinet. Inside there are various uncommonly used items piled up. Auntie Cheng, may I... Do you want to know about my personal matters, about your brother's matters, or about the case? About yourself? I would like to ask how long I have been in London. Exactly. I am from Teochew Canton. I've been here for 13 years. The fog in London, toxic, you can see nothing, smell unpleasantly. Lungs corrupted for living here. No one cares about this terrible environment. Auntie Cheng, the staircase is indeed. My lungs are still alright. The medicine inside is nothing special. They are all tonic herbs, astragalus, ginseng, goji berries. You want to know about about my brother? Auntie Cheng, may I ask? Your brother is polite and knowledgeable, and our 5 elements are a good match. It's the like Chinese 5 elements, like the wood, metal, fire, earth. I don't know. Missed one probably. According to the sexagenary cycle, I was born on a Genyin day. Your brother was on a Jihai day. I see. Genyin belongs to the metal, while Jihai belongs to earth, and earth generates metal. Yin and Yang are balanced, mutually generating and thriving. If he rents his house from me, he and I should benefit. So that's some, feng shui stuff, basically. Alas, this year predicts misfortune and a short life. Don't move. Your eyes are bright and lively. Your facial features have proportioned, sign of long life. Listen to my advice. Don't hold on to gains and losses. Only trap you in inner demons. Do you want to know about my person? Okay, about the case. Auntie Cheng, may I ask, what happened to that day? That day I was sitting at the entrance. Brian came back at noon and greeted me. Also saw several people following him like ghosts. After your brother came back, they stood opposite side of the street staring here. Keep an eye on him. You know that my brother? Seems he also noticed. His left facial muscle is twitching a bit. The expression looks peculiar, very rigid. At that time it was approximately around 1 o'clock. I watched him go upstairs and lock himself inside. He didn't come out again. Before the police arrived, I stayed at the entrance the whole time. No one else went in. Auntie Cheng, regarding this matter, what do you... Told the police. They didn't believe me. They even said it was my mistake. Public security here bad. Okay. Do you want to know about... There's a statue of Guan Yu placed as an offering on the ancestral altar. In front of the statue is a censer with 3 burning incense sticks inside it. Herbal medicine pot. She's smoking some pot, or boiling some pot. Medicine is being brewed in the stone, and the hallway is filled with strong herbal smell, but this smell is unfamiliar. It doesn't resemble common Chinese herbal medicine here because it's pot. Bedroom? Are we going to her bedroom? That sounds like a bad idea. It's like, hello, Mr. Shin. Bookcases in the bedrooms filled with detective novels. Everybody's obsessed with detective novels in this world. There are also the murders in the Rue Morgue, that's Edgar Allan Poe, The Woman in White, and The Moonstone. Whole collection of the Sherlock Holmes series. The return of book gifted by Joseph. There's a dedication he left on the title page. Brian, welcome back to the Conan Doyle Book Club. Enjoy the return, Joseph. I remember Brian's dream to become a detective. This photo is probably only family photo. If it weren't for our father, the family wouldn't have fallen apart. Now even you have left. The only family photo we have, the side of my father hidden folded away. Bedside drawer. This is my brother's diary. The previous pages have been torn off. Only one page remains. This is a dead end. Everything is meaningless, utterly meaningless. So I guess that's all. I think that sort of is evidence that the killer is Chinese or can read Chinese. Because this sounds a bit like a suicide note, and the other stuff that probably suggest otherwise have been torn off. Photo on the wall. This is. See? Those lanterns. Dad, can a lantern really make wishes come true? Of course it can. The sky lantern is a messenger to the moon for listening to wishes. Really? Does the moon listen to our wishes? Yes. Write wishes on your lantern. He relays it into the sky. The moon becomes aware. And I want to become a great traveler. Brother, what is your wish? My wish is to become a detective. Brother, what is a detective? Detectives also go on adventures like travelers do. But they always manage to notice the details that others overlook. That sounds impressive. Then I want to become a detective traveler. That's great. I believe it will definitely come true. The sky lantern is flying, Dad. Hurry up, take a photo. Photo by my father capturing moment when my brother lit sky lanterns. This was taken before my father. This photo has been with my brother all along. After a while.
I have already checked everything.
We didn't check the bed.
Please take me to the police station to take a look at the case files.
Aye, bro. We're off then. At the
Almost.
station, you'll need to sign a few papers for me.
Gentlemen, I just received a telegram from Edgar Lee at Hanyang Ironworks and need your help. He's a long-time friend of mine. This morning, an extremely mysterious incident occurred at the ironworks. Hanyang? Hanyang Ironworks? I've been wanting to visit Hanyang Ironworks. Shen, let's take this commission. It's on our way anyway. Okay. Just leave immediately. So, has somebody been killed? Or maybe some other crime? Early 20th century, Wuhan. Wuhan? Iron and steel backbone of industry. The history of Wu and Yu, there are records of Gan Jiang and Mo Ye's secret steelmaking. The transformation of spirit and matter requires a human sacrifice. Once I believed that was only an ancient legend, yet history chose to repeat itself once more. Oh no. Haunted Furnace Chapter 3.
先生快看，
Look, Shen!
前面就是汉阳
Hanging
铁厂，
Ironworks is right up here.
咱们赶紧进去
Yes,
吧
sir. Hurry on. Which one? Let's change outfit, even though I don't really care how we look. Year of the long outfit, because long means dragon. And yeah, it's still year. No, wait, no, it was 2024 was year of the dragon. That's when the game was released, I think. I still don't like it. I can't jump. Spacebar should jump. You know, just for no particular reason except that it's fun.
二位就是船长引
You
荐的侦探吧？
gentlemen must be the detective Shipmaster Low recommended.
我是汉
I
阳
am
铁厂
Lee.
会办李毅。
I, the deputy administrator of the Hanyang Ironworks.
在下沈仲平
I'm，Shen Chunping. This
这
is
是我
my
的助手
assistant, Afu.
樊老大人。
Please tell me
说
the
下这
course
起
of
事件的
events
经
in
过。
this incident, Your Honor.
今晨
This
平
morning,
炉车间的钉
Foreman
浆
Ting
木不慎坠入
accidentally
钢水
fell
包
into
中，
the ladle
引
and
发了爆
caused an
炸。
explosion. Was it accidental? Maybe he jumped. Maybe he was really cold.
表面听起来
Sounds
这
like
是
an
一起意外
accident with
事故。
something wrong.
这钉浆木坠入
When
钢水包
Foreman
之时，
Ting
有两
fell
位工
into the
人目睹
ladle,
了经
two
过，
workers witnessed the entire process.
他们都说
They
钉浆
both claimed
木
that
是
Foreman
凭空
Ting
出现
appeared
在平
out
炉
of
二层的。
thin air at the second floor furnace area.
啊？凭
Appeared out
空
of
出
thin
现
air.，
正是，
That's
没
right.
人看
No
到他
one saw
上
him
去，
go up, but in
但
the
眨眼
blink
的
of an
功夫
eye,
他
he
就
was
站
just
在那儿。
standing there.
也因如此，
Caused mass
工
panic
人间
because
开始流
rumors
传
of
些怪
ghosts
力
are
乱神
beginning
之
to
说，
spread
弄得
among the
人心惶惶。
workers.
此事确实颇
It
为
is
蹊
indeed
跷。
particularly odd.
眼下消息
The
已隐隐
situation
外
is
传，
getting out of
再拖一日，
control.
恐又会生
Any
出
more
许多事
delay
端。
could cause more troubles to arise.
还望沈先生于
I
今
hope
日
you
之
can
内查明
uncover the
情况，
truth today
以
so that
安
we
定
can calm
民
the
心，
workers and
恢
resume
复生活。
production.
放心交给我
Don't
们吧，
worry,
会办
leave
大
it to
人。
us, Mr.
我家
Deputy
先生可是专
Administrator.
业的。
Shen is a professional.
那就有劳二位了。
Thank you for your
本
troubles.
办
I
还有
still
事
have
在
matters to
身，
attend
失
to,
陪
so
了。
please excuse me.
啊？哎，我
I
还没来
didn't
得
get
及
to ask
问
him
具
what the
体是
exact
什么流。
rumors were yet.
我们先去事故
We
现
should
场
go
看
to the
看。
side of the incident first to take a look. Deputy Administrator claims that the worker saw Ting appear suddenly on the second floor. Then, in front of witnesses, he fell from the second floor furnace area into the ladle. It's possible it wasn't even him. Maybe it's like a dummy or something made to look like him. Maybe he faked his death. Molten steel is flowing out from the outlets. What a grand sight. Know about them statues in the office? Yeah, about it. What about it? They got something to do with Foreman Ting's death. Okay. Wait, why is she here? Auntie Wu. Auntie, you're here as well. The official said that something terrible happened here and asked me to come examine the body. I rushed over there second I arrived. I haven't even had the time to eat lunch yet. Whoosh. So, I thought the body would be really just burnt up, basically, but guess they somehow fished it out and stuff. But Auntie, can you still examine the body after it fell into a furnace? What's there to examine? He's all ashes now. I don't have any godlike abilities to help me distinguish a corpse from slag. Yeah, even if Auntie was the reincarnation of Song Ji, it's still impossible. I don't know what that is. Ah, okay. At least you get the point, unlike them. So it seems like you two are overseeing this matter as well. That is correct, Auntie Wu. Do you have any information on this case? The deceased is called Tim Turfing. He was 45 years old and the foreman of the factory floor. There are lots of rumors about the cause of this incident. Most of them can be taken seriously. Auntie, have you heard the rumors too? Come on, tell me. You little rascal, why are you always so interested in chasing shadows? Without an autopsy, it will be even more difficult to uncover the truth. You're right, Auntie. He fell from the second floor, so you should go there. No need to waste your time here. So I guess that's where he fell. Slag. Dumb slag. Auntie Wu, is the corpse mixed with the slag? Still thinking about an autopsy. If you could separate them, I'll examine the body for you. Seems that we will not be able to obtain any clues from the corpse this time. Barrier. Why is this area blocked off by ropes? Someone is protecting the scene by using ropes as a boundary line. Such careful and professional arrangement must be in the work of Auntie Wu. Stop licking my balls. It was already like this when I got here. Huh? Who could have been? Who could have? Ladle number 2. This is ladle number 2, the ladle that the foreman fell into. Okay, so this one. So why is this open? Ladles are 2 meters tall and can hold up to 30 tons of molten steel at a time. Shen will reach the side of the incident where we go up from here. Hopefully all the crucial evidence is going to be there. I knew something was wrong with Foreman Singh. You play with fire, you get burned. We should investigate the site of the incident before we go there, okay? Ahu, what is the matter? Look, there are scorch marks all over the stairs. The explosion was caused by the incident. Even the stairs were affected. The splash range of the explosion must have been quite wide. This means that no one could approach these stairs for quite a while, even after the explosion. Afu, is this lever used to open a molten steel outlet? That's right. This is a very thoughtful design. How is that so? Look, this lever is really long. You have to stand here to open the outlet shutter. To minimize the risk of burns, the lever was made long for operators to open the molten steel pipe from a safe distance. Is it designed in this way to prevent workers from getting burned? That's right, the molten steel in the furnace can reach a temperature of staggering 1600 Celsius. Once the shutter is open, the temperature close by rises rapidly. It's much safer to open the furnace from such a distance. Ooh. Hey, they jumped, but I didn't get to use the jump button. Molten steel outlet number 2. This is where Foreman Singh's falling incident took place. You'll be able to see the workers in the opposite metal casting area from here. You can also see the ladle directly below. It's ginormous, like a well. When the incident happened, the well was filled with red-hot molten steel. It sure looks like entrance to hell. Now this is the entrance leading to the truth. So lame. Shen, let's begin investigating. CSI. Shen, there's some grayish white powder underneath the railing. Sniff, sniff. Upon closer examination, these are small particles that have lingering pungent smell. Okay. Afu, do you know what this is? I can't think of anything right now, but this must be residue of something that was burned. And this is the molten steel basin. Once the shutter is open, the molten steel of 1600 degrees Celsius flows through here into the ladle. When that happens, the temperature close by will be extremely hot. This is the ladle that Foreman Zinc fell into, is now empty. Oh, where did molten steel go? Perhaps the workers may know something about this. A section of railing next to the molten steel outlet is missing. You're right, judging from the structure there should be a movable crossbar here. The design makes it more convenient to clean the molten steel outlet. But where did the crossbar go? Could it be that it fell into the ladle? This detail is quite suspicious. Yes, it is. There are scorch marks all over the railings. Foreman thinks fall caused an explosion. Although quite a few people have mentioned the sound of an explosion at the site, could it be possible that the explosion occurred first, then zinc fell into the molten steel after? The human body contains a lot of water. When the water meets molten steel, it will vaporize and its volume will expand 1,000 times. So if a person were to fall in molten steel, it's bound to cause an explosion. Then if the explosion occurred first and zinc fell after, there would have been 2 explosions. However, the workers only saw 1 explosion. It must have been caused by zinc's fall. Or maybe it wasn't a human being that fell there. It was a dummy. That's my theory so far. 100% correct. Crane hook. What are these big crane hooks used to transport the ladle? Yep, these are the crane hooks of the bridge crane. It can lift up to 50 tons of load. Shane, be careful of the molten steel up ahead. I'm unable to get in closer due to the heat. Low railing. So the railings on both sides of the outlet are movable. It is the same design as outlet 2. And go to the charging area. Shane, this is the charging area behind the furnaces. The workers working here should probably know something, right? Yangtze. Mister, I'm Shen Chumping. I was entrusted to investigate Foreman Zinc's falling incident. Could I have a moment of your time? Don't call me Mister. I ain't used to that. I'm just a furnace charger. The name's Li Zhenhai. You can call me out Li. Ask all you want. Gives me time to rest a bit. Okay, ask about him. Mr. Li, what are you mainly responsible for? I'm responsible for charging the furnace, also in charge of opening and closing the outlet. Does charging the furnace mean to add fuel to the furnace? Not fuel, but bulk materials. Fluoride lamps and arsenic, steel, scrap, manganese or silica. So complicated process. Oh my god, do we have to do some physics, chemistry crap here? Solve a puzzle? Oh my god. If you want the steel to be high purity, you need to add bulk material every now and then. Are these the other workers on the second floor platform? Are there other workers? There are a few helpers, but last night was just a trial production. I didn't ask them to come. It takes 4 hours to purify steel in a furnace, so it's enough for me to handle alone. You don't look so well, Oakley. Haven't you rested? I just pulled an all-nighter and was gonna rest today, but then the incident happened. Those punks don't have the guts to work, so they're just grabbing onto me and draining me dry. When Shen gets to the bottom of this, you'll be able to take a break. Take a break? That's just like looking forward to seeing the moon on New Year's Eve. Don't count on it. Ask what you want, give me a rest bit. Okay, about Formantin. What kind of person was with Formantin? He's a stubborn, one-track minded guy who's not so popular. He's so obsessed with steel technology that he'd even forget to pay our wages. Yeah, forget, sure. Ever since he started worshipping the gods, he became even less human. He even provoked...
Huh?
Provoked what? Never mind. There's no point in talking about this since he's already dead. Ask all you want. Gives me time to rest a bit. About the worshipping... Only please tell us more about the foreman worshipping gods. We need to have a comprehensive understanding of him. You also think his death was related to that statue? Statue? What statue? He must have been possessed to provoke that sort of thing. They all say it's easy to invite a god, but hard to send one away. If you neglect them, you could be possessed by an evil spirit or worse, you may get killed. Oddly, you still haven't told us what Formantin was worshipping though. No, I just can't. It's unspeakable. It's Cthulhu? Hastur? I advise you both to stay far away from the shrine in the office. Ask all you want, gives me time to rest. The incident? Were you working here when the incident occurred? I've been busy working here since last night. After pulling an all-nighter, the molten steel in furnace number 1 was finally ready. Once the ladle was filled, I checked the quality of the molten steel and closed outlet number 2. After that, I came back, started with the autoloader and started preparing for the next batch. I was shoveling shit materials in the furnace, so furnace 1 suddenly heard a boom. So furnace 2 emitting smoke. The molten steel splashed everywhere and the railings on fire. I thought it was furnace explosion, but it wasn't. Someone opened the outlets in advance. How could you be sure that someone had opened it? The lever was in the buckle, so someone must have done it. Is it possible that you opened it yourself and then forgot about it? No way, I couldn't have opened the furnace number 2 after I just finished working on furnace 1. After I finish work on furnace 1, it takes 1 hour to begin work on furnace 2. Is this why you think Formantin pulled the lever himself? I don't know, but it could only have been him, right? Throughout this process, did you see Formantin? Nope, I didn't see him at all. Actually, I only knew what happened after I heard old Chow and the others talking about the incident. Wasn't old Chow one of the workers who witnessed the incident? Yeah, I heard him say that thing appeared next to the molten steel outfit out of thin air. Everyone's guessing it was the 5 ghosts, teleportation magic. All in all, it's a strange business, I tell ya. That's all you want, gives me time to rest, okay. I finally get to see an autoloader with my own eyes. So this is what the structure of a crown block is like. If you go further, we'll be able to go around the left side of furnace number 1. Molten steel is coming out from there and it's scalding hot. We'd better not go over there. So we cannot get over this. Okay. Conveyor door. Why is this door locked? That door is for the transportation of minerals and elevator is on the other side. This door is usually locked and only opens when we are transporting minerals. When was the last time minerals were transported up here? Let me think. It would have been 2 days. Okay, so we can't get through there. Bulk material here. Is it true? Is this fuel that is piled up here? This bulk material, mostly lime and fluorite and sort. So you need lime to make steel. Yup, bulk materials are used to separate impurities from molten steel. Tarpaulin. Huh, how come there's a big sheet of tarpaulin here? So they kept steel scraps prepared for smelting piled underneath here. It's well protected. Can steel scrap be used as raw material? These steel scraps are already quite rusty. That's the advantage of the open hearth process. Steel scraps can be used as raw materials. Okay, we're just back here. Okay, let's go back to the first floor then. After something like this, our wages are being paid early. Supervisor Ho, how about... Oh, keep your mouth shut. Just take the money and go. I don't think I've seen this young man before. We are not here to get paid. We are here to investigate the case. Horseshoe Heng. This is Mr. Shen and his assistant, Afu. They are here to investigate the matter of Foreman Tsing's falling incident. I see, it's a pleasure to meet you. I almost forgot this important matter. Horseshoe Heng, please make a deposit for Mr. Shen. Your Honor, I cannot accept this for nothing. Mr. Shen, I will reward you properly after you find what exactly happened. Well, you need not refuse, Mr. Shen. The sooner everything is clear, the less damage the ironworks will have to sustain. Shen, it seems that if we don't accept the money, Mr. Deputy Administrator can't be at ease. Alright. Camp Administrator Lee insisted on giving us coins engraved with Guangxu period silver coins made in. Okay, we got some money. Shen only says he didn't see Ting. Could it be that Foreman Ting was deliberately avoiding him? That is possible. Even so, why would Foreman Ting do that? We know very little about the disease at the moment, so it's too soon to judge. We can also not rule out the possibility that Oatley is withholding information from us. Then let's go and interview the workers in the ironworks. Eerie statues. Allegedly, death of Foreman Ting is related to the shrine in the office. Oatley said that Foreman Ting's death is related to the shrine in the office. Wonder what the shrine actually looks like. We will know once we go to the office and see for ourselves. Disappearing railing. Sure, could it be that someone orchestrated this accident? You mean somebody deliberately loosened the railing? When Foreman Ting leaned up upon it, the railing came off and fell into the ladle along with him? Exactly. That does seem practicable, however. How did that person convince Ting to lean against the railing after the shutter was opened? Yes, when the shutter was opened, the area nearby was very hot. The railings were scalding too. No hurry to conclude. We should investigate all the places that can be looked into first. Kenley. The incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know, Mr. Shen, just ask. Foreman Ting. Deputy Administrator, please tell us more about Foreman Ting. Foreman Ting began working at this ironworks when it was founded. He learned chemistry and steelmaking, also spent time in the laboratory. For the past 6 months, he had been transferred to the factory floor to work as a foreman. Although he was sometimes tough and stubborn, always been keen on studying steelmaking. Recently, we imported the most advanced Siemens Martin furnace from Germany. He had been researching on a new method of open hearth steelmaking, but he hadn't found the knack for it yet, and the quality of the last batch was less than ideal. The incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know, just ask Ironworks operation. Mr. Lee, I heard that there was something wrong with the quality of the steel rails. It's hard to explain. I heard that the hardest part of steelmaking is removing the phosphorus. Fragmentation easily appears in steel with high phosphorus content. Is this the type of problem you were facing? It seems like Afu knows the ropes. He likes bondage. Indeed, due to some reasons, the high quality ores from Daiei were transported to Japan. We only got lower grade ores. The Bessemer converter we originally had can't remove phosphorus effectively, so we spent a large sum of money to import the Siemens Martin furnace from Germany. It really takes the painstaking effort of everyone to make good steel. It's only natural that we treat industrial prosperity as our duty. The incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know, Mr. Shen, just ask. Incident. Mr. Deputy Administrator, where were you when the incident occurred? I was busy entertaining a guest, so I wasn't on the furnace factory floor. When I got there, the fire had already been put out. Fortunately, no further damage was caused. Although the fire was put out, terrifying rumors began to spread. The workers refused to work. I hope that Mr. Shin is able to uncover the truth as soon as possible. The incident is serious, but okay. More questions. Steam turbine. So this is how Steam works, you know, gaming platform. The roar of these machines is deafening. Shen, this is the sound of the industry's heartbeat. But we can't hear any of it. Why did Mr. Lee make us cast these ingots? Shh, keep your mouth shut, someone's coming. Are these ingots made from the furnace that Foreman Singh fell into? That's right, you gentlemen should stay away from this kind of unlucky thing. It'll be difficult to deal with later on if the molten steel goes down inside the ladle. Even so, we can't use this. The blood and bones of Foreman Singh are in here. Just thinking about it gives me the creeps. The human body is mainly composed of water and carbon. Its density is less than molten steel. His body wouldn't sink into the molten steel, but would float on the surface and flow into the tank. So in essence, these are just ordinary steel ingots. Then, do you think his soul could be in these ingots? Keep your mouth shut. It's time to get back to work. But Master, I'm afraid the shrine will unleash its powers again. Please wait. Unleash its powers? You just mentioned the shrine unleashing its powers. What do you mean by that? What shrine? You must be deaf and heard me wrong. Shen and I both heard you. You definitely said it just now. Mister, that shrine, it's a taboo. We are entrusted by Mr. Deputy Administrator to investigate the case of the falling incident. If you don't cooperate, you might be convicted of obstruction of justice. Please, don't be angry, mister. We'll talk. About a month ago, Awu and Foreman Singh had a little argument. Awu, young and candid, kicked the shrine. The statue fell. He said some word of disrespect. Then the shrine unleashed its powers. Well, yeah, there was smoke coming out of the shrine. There was gunpowder smell in the air. It's the devil. My head started throbbing and I couldn't breathe, but I wanted to cough, so I almost fainted. And what happened? Ting said that Awu had offended the god of fire, then he kicked everyone out of the room. The very night, Abu got sick and lost his voice. I had nightmares. Whenever I closed my eyes, I saw the statue staring at me. If the foreman hadn't begged the gods for forgiveness on Abu's behalf eventually, I'm afraid he wouldn't even be able to speak now. Could you, Mister, please forgive us, but we really can't say anymore. Abu, we should get back to work. Eerie statues. Shen, from the state of those two workers, they don't appear to be lying. Could it be that the shrine really unleashed its powers? Afu, do you know of any gas that smells like gunpowder and could harm their respiratory tract? So you think there was something off about the smoke, Shen? The smell of gunpowder usually appears after a firecracker is set off. Firearms made in Hanyang are quite famous though. Afu, gunpowder doesn't cause a hoarseness of the voice, does it? Generally it doesn't. Shen, how about I give the shrine a kick as well? There is no harm in trying. I'd prefer not to, what if there actually was a god? Or maybe, you know, the people here don't like you kicking the shrine. Doors are locked, off limits to loiterers. Mr. Patrolman, why is this door locked? What does that have to do with you? Sir, we are here entrusted by Deputy Administrator Lee to investigate the foreman Ting case. Oh, so it's Mr. Detective. Then of course I'd have to help you out. However, this room is impure. Impure? Everyone knows deep down how Foreman Ting died. Beware of the shrine in that room. We are not scared. Let us in to have a look. Thank you for your troubles, sir. Patrolman, why haven't you opened the doors yet? It really stresses me out having to help you open these doors. We need to complete investigations today, so we are short on time. Oh my, thinking about opening this door is making my head ache. Could I ask for your help? Fetch quest. How can we help? I just heard a crisp, pleasant sound ringing out from you too. Could you lend me a hand to refresh my memory? Something with a crisp and pleasant sound? Could he be asking for money? He wants to be bribed? Is that how it works? I've handed it over to him. This sound is so enlightening to me. I guess that's evidence later on that how corrupt the guards here can be. Shen, although this is just an ordinary statue after hearing all those rumors, looking at it gives me the chills. It's almost as if Grandpa Gan Jiang and Grandma Mo Ye are watching me. Oh no. Who allowed you just to come in here? Who said that? Who do you think? Is that Grandma Mo Ye? Oh, hello there. A young lady, please stop playing tricks. Who's playing tricks? If you weren't trying to tease people, why are the lights off? I just finished investigating and was about to leave. You were the ones who came in unexpectedly. What's wrong? Were you scared, kiddo? No, I wasn't. Oh, really? Then who did you just call Grandma? Shen, let's begin investigating. Investigate? Investigate what? The falling incident this morning? Yep, Deputy Administrator Lee invited us here specially. What? He promised he'd give me exclusive coverage. Which newspaper do you work for?
记者小姐误会，
Miss, this is misunderstanding.
在下
I'm
沈正
Shen
平，
Junping, a
是影
detective.
侦探
This is my assistant, Afu.
原来是查案的侦
Oh,
探。
so you're detectives.
误会了，
I'm
我是
Wen
沪报的记者
Koxin,
文
a
可欣。
journalist for the Shanghai News.
不过，
However, I
在
don't
这个
think
案子
there's
里，
any chance for Mr.
侦探先生已
Detective
经没有什么
to
表
show
现
off
机会了。
his off in this case anymore.
什么
What
意
do you
思？
mean?
我就要查
I'm
明
just
真
about to
相，
uncover
连
the
牛日
truth.
的头
Even
条
the
都厉
headline
害。
for tomorrow's paper is drawn up.
独家揭露
Exclusive coverage,
汉
the
阳
whole
铁厂
story of
工
the
人
falling
跳
incident
颅
at
案
the
件始
Hanyang
末。
Ironworks.
既然如此，
In that case, would
文
you
小姐
be
可愿
willing
分
to
享
share the
你
clues
所
that
掌
you
握的线
possess,
索？
Miss Wen?
想从我这获
It's
得消
fine
息
if you
可以，
want to
我要
information,
拿
but
出我
you'll
有
have
用
to
的东
offer
西换。
something useful to me in return.
我擅长格致学，
I'm
先
an
生
expert
擅
in
长推
science
理，
and Shen is
这
capable
可以
of
交换你的
deduction.
消息吗？
Is this enough?
格致学好，
Physics is useful.
能帮我的文
It'll
章
supply
出现
some
理论知识。
theoretical knowledge for my articles. You can start asking me questions now. About Miss Wen, Hen Wen. Why are you here at the Ironworks? The Ironworks has just won orders from the Yangtze Railway and Canton Hankow Railway. However, its products are said to have quality problems. It's at the center of a storm. My journalist intuition tells me there is opening for a story here. Former glory gone, Hanyang Ironworks endures, I guess, endures hardship. A news report like this. The title alone already sounds interesting. No, it actually doesn't. Hey, no likes given. Thanks for no likes. Welcome. Anyways, yet I was halfway down with my draft when this happened. So now you're planning to write about Foreman Ting's falling incident? I'm sorry for what happened, but this is definitely a better story. You can start asking questions. Okay. Incident. What were you doing at the time of the incident, Miss Wen? I was originally planning to take some photos of the factory floor this morning. When I got to the factory floor, I ran into Mr. Lee. He wanted to show me the new metal mixer. It wasn't long after we left the factory floor that we heard an explosion and we hurried back. Miss Wen, did you arrange the rope barrier at the site of the incident? That's right. If the site is damaged in any way, the news report might be inaccurate. This measure was immediately helpful to the investigation. Well, of course, I'm a senior reporter. You can start asking about the truth. This one was the truth that you discovered. You want me to just give you the answers? You'll know soon enough. It's getting late. I still need to go to the metal casting platform to get my camera. Excuse me. Don't forget our promise. Shen, let's start investigating the site as well. We can't lose to Miss Wen. It's not a competition, it's only about the truth, not about winning or losing. But we still want to win. I still don't like seeing her so pleased with herself. I'd like seeing her pleasing herself. Shrine. Shrine is dedicated to the statue of Ganjiang and Mo Ye. The shrine is made of rosewood. It also holds an incense burner and 2 candlesticks. A copper incense burner with 3 sticks of incense placed vertically. Desktop. Desk is clean, but the inkstone is covered with dust. It hasn't been used in a long time. Blueprints of the imported furnace are under the paperweight. Also documents in foreign languages. These papers are covered in handwritten notes. It seems like Foreman Ting put in a lot of work. Could a craftsman who studies technology and reads foreign documents be superstitious? Why not? That's hard to say. My idol, Mr. Newton, was a devout follower of theology in his old age. We should record the condition of the desk first. On the desk sat the desk lamp, paperweight, drawings, pen holder, inkstone, and other items. That's an inkstone. Code of practice. Code of practice. Rule number 1. don't talk about Fight Club. Never leaving without permission during work hours is prohibited. Rule number 2, name badges must be hung on the board during working hours. 3, all of the materials used in production shall be managed by the foreman. Rule 4, those who are absent from work will be fined 7 days in wages. If you forgot to hang your name badge, it would count as skipping work, so that's so strict. Wall clock. Shende's Western wall clock here. The engravings say this was a gift from the Wuhan Chamber of Commerce for water transport, for water sports. Board of name badges. It's a board made of copper with several rows of hooks on it. Looks like the workers need to hang their name badges on this board when they're on duty. Map. Detailed drawing of Hanyang in Ironworks, Martin Steel Works. So that's number 1, 2, generator, office, metal casting platform. And this is the floor plan for the factory floor. The map looks quite new. It was probably put up not long ago. Working drawing of the open hearth furnace is based on right beside it. Office door. Shen, the dog is right outside these doors. We will go out after we finish investigating this case. Okay. Is there something he can still say? If you have anything to ask, I will gladly tell. Okay, Supervisor Ho. What are your duties, Mr. Ho? Via Ho. I'm the supervisor of funds. All things related to money here fall under my responsibility, such as bookkeeping, managing bills, as well as the purchasing of goods and materials. And paying the wages? You're a smart cookie, young boy, but I'm not the one who's in charge of paying the wages. Usually the workers' wages are paid by the foreman directly, but that's why I'm doing it. I just heard from the workers that wages for this month are being paid earlier than usual. Indeed, Mr. Lee has instructed me to do so, hoping that this will calm everyone down. You two probably don't know that the Siemens Martin furnace in this incident was very expensive. After the incident, people on the factory floor were terrified, causing production to stagnate. For each day the furnace is not in operation, thousands of silver coins will be lost. No wonder Mr. Deputy Administrator seemed so anxious. If you have anything else, answer it. Foreman Ting. How was your relationship with Foreman Ting, Mr. Ho? My daily work intersected with Foreman Ting, so I guess we're quite familiar. What kind of person was Foreman Ting? He treated people a bit harshly, so he was not very popular among the workers. However, I know that he was just too obsessed with studying metallurgy. Obsessed with what he loved, I totally get him. I heard that he had a bad habit of worshipping a statue. Do you know when it started, Mr. Ho? If you're asking about the statue, it's a long story. The quality of our steel products was not stable, so we didn't have a steady flow of funds. Mr. Shen imported German Siemens Martin furnace and ordered Mr. Lee to improve quality. We thought the problem would be solved, but our steel rails still have quality defects. Maybe the Martin's furnace is fake or something. Mr. Lee placed the burden on the foreman Ting. Ting made a pledge, promising he would get the job done. So that's when Foreman Ting began worshipping gods. That statue was originally acquired by Mr. Lee. It was meant to be a symbol of luck. Who would have thought that Foreman Ting would become obsessed with worshipping the gods? He often closed himself off inside the office all day long. He became unusually thin and pale with a withered face, and he kept mumbling strange things. Iya, iya, kadu, fadagu. What did he say? I don't quite remember. Something about Chinese teachings and Western teachings. Chinese traditional value for foundation, Western ideology for practical use. That's it. He said to make steel in Hanyang do as the ancient Hanyangers do. That is the sacrifice stuff that was mentioned earlier. Well, I don't get that at all. I regret that I haven't paid more attention. Otherwise, none of this would have. If you have anything else, is there anything else? The incident. Were you present when the incident occurred, Mr. Hope? I was checking inventory and only heard a bang. When I got there, the fire had been put out. I didn't know until after that it was... Mr. Ho, when and where was the last time you saw Foreman Ching? I ran into him yesterday evening, right around here. It was almost payday, so I was busy verifying the account book. I went to double check workers' attendance with Foreman Ching. When I met up with Foreman Ching, he still appeared absent-minded. He didn't respond when I called out to him. He walked out into the office and locked himself inside. Everyone knows that he locks the door when he's worshipping the gods. Maybe that's a euphemism for something else? When you saw him yesterday, was there anything else unusual about him? Nothing else, no. Oh, I do remember a small detail though, I don't know if it counts. When I ran into him yesterday, he was wearing a headcloth. I've never seen him wear one before. He doesn't usually wear a headcloth. He thinks it's stuffy, so he rarely wears one. Maybe it wasn't him, maybe it was somebody in disguise again. Well, maybe it's a bit too redundant if the game makes, same like the killer pretends to be the victim or something. It's probably not that. This detail deserves attention. I wrote it down, Shen. Yes. So, if you have anything else, I guess we don't have anything else. Shen, Miss Wen mentioned going to the metal casting platform to get her camera back. Could it be that she caught something shocking on the camera? I need to go to the metal casting platform to speak with those who witnessed the incidents. Foreman Ching's behavior. Judging from the previous investigation, Foreman Ching was obsessed with steelmaking technology. Then again, all oddities related to the shrine also indicate he was worshipping a statue. Maybe he was just too focused on achieving success, that's why he decided to go to extremes. Perhaps the statue holds a different meaning for him. Maybe there were drugs inside or something. Shen, does wearing a headcloth even count as being suspicious? Wearing a headcloth in an ironworks not only prevents burns, it also reduces water loss. People do not make a change in habits lightly, not unless there's a particular reason. That's true. Shen, when we reach the casting platform, if we go up from here, I will reach it. So what's the secret we're gonna learn from the journalist? Here, no. No. Can we ask him something new? Nope. Alright. So where's the chick? Isn't she supposed to be here? Am I misconstruing something? Why can't we just jump over this thing? Okay, let's go back down then. Oops, wrong button. Here, my son. I'm gonna go have a look. Be right back. Yep, my son woke up. Well, let's see if I can find the journalist. Shen, what are you looking at? I'm looking at the scenery. I'm not sure why, but no matter how many times I look at this scenery always excites me. Perhaps because it carries dreams of many who wish to industrialize China. Yeah, from the learning from foreigners to learning from experience, still a long way to go. Shen, let's hurry on back. After we're done with investigations, I want to take a good look at machinery here. Come along then. Okay, we got an achievement. Shen, can you smell that? There's a yummy scent of sesame cake in the air. I heard the sesame cake in Hanyang is especially delicious as well as other delicacies. Did I? Okay. I'm feeling hungry all of a sudden. So what do we have to find? Is that like a cake there? Hiding there. Where is the journalist chick? Slag is overflowing from the ladle. So this is how slag is discharged from the ladle. Slag is mainly composed of oxides of silicon, phosphorus, calcium, sulfur and other elements. It will float on the surface of the molten steel due to the temperature differences. Let me think of a simpler way to explain this to you, Shen. Slag is like the oil and pepper floating on top of a red oil hot pot. When the ladle is almost full of molten steel, the slag will naturally flow into the slag tank. That's a very imaginative metaphor. Stomach growl. Someone seems to be hungry. He who is iron becomes steel after rice. Missing out on a meal will never feel nice. What? I didn't even taste the sweet, delicious sesame cake just so I could accompany you. Would you like to try out the molten steel hot pot in front of you? Shen, let's continue investigating the case, okay? Yeah, so go to the second floor. Yeah, bodies burned to ashes. Second floor platform and ascent to the metal casting. No, this is just the two different. No. Yeah, this is different. Okay. Scorched camera. Huh? There's a camera over here. This probably belongs to Miss Wen. It's completely burned. What a waste of good camera. Why do people keep coming here? I just shoot away a woman and now two more guys show up. It's time for us to start casting ingots, so go back down right now. Oh, it's the detectives. You have to speak more politely. Isn't that Awu and his master? My apologies for disturbing you both. I still have a few more questions to ask. You're too kind, mister. Just call me Old Chow. If there's anything you'd like to know, we will definitely cooperate with you. What do the two of you think of foreman-ting? We don't have any particular thoughts about the foreman. He got what he deserved, there's nothing more to say about it. It seems that the two of you don't like foreman-ting very much. From his point of view, anything anyone else did was always wrong. He just didn't like it. There's no fault in the foreman having been strict with his demands. Everyone did as he said, but the last batch of steel rails still got screwed up, didn't it? He was just picking holes. If there's anything you'd like to know, we'll definitely... Okay. About the incident. Were you two the ones who witnessed the process of foreman-ting's falling incident this morning? Yes. If I could trouble you to please tell me what you saw and heard at that time. This was the first trial production since the furnace was shut down and renovated. When we began casting, Abu suddenly said, "The foreman is watching us." And there he was standing next to the outlet. Molten steel was coming out, yet he didn't mind the heat. And there's the bar here as well. Are you sure that the person you saw at the time was foreman-ting? I'm sure he was leaning on the railing at the time. He looked spiritless and kept staring downwards. You did not notice foreman-ting before this moment. No, he just appeared there out of the blue. The railings are super hot when molten steel is pouring out, but he didn't care at all. Yeah, so either he was, unconscious or a dummy or something. If I wasn't possessed by something, then what? Oh, Chow, you said earlier that when you saw foreman-ting, molten steel was coming out. Did you see foreman-ting or anyone else open the molten steel outlet shutter? Nope. When we began casting, both molten steel outlets were closed, I remember clearly. I don't know how we did it, but it wasn't time to open the shutter yet. And then I just watched as the railing that he was leaning on disappeared. Disappeared? You mean the railing broke off and fell into molten steel along with him? No, it disappeared. It just vanished into thin air. Look, I was watching the entire time. I didn't see anything else fall in. Oh, Chow, did you also see the railing suddenly disappear? I didn't see it as vividly as I did, but Foreman was indeed leaning against the railing and then he suddenly fell into the lake. So maybe somebody pulled the pipe away and causing the dummy to fall. Then it exploded and fire was everywhere. I looked again, he was no longer there and there was no railing either. Did you notice anything unusual about him this morning? He was wearing a headcloth. He usually doesn't wear nothing else. I saw it too. Gentlemen, we're about to start casting soon. Just go back down already, don't be in our way. Oh, the ladle is coming this way. Oh. It's creepy. Interesting. What are you still doing here? It's dangerous. My apologies, we shall make ourselves scarce. Why did they leave the camera there? Like, even if it's broken or not. Mr. Shen, Mr. Lee is waiting for you in the office. He said that progress has been made in the case, so he's asking to meet up with you, Mr. Shen. I've already finished the investigations. Time to discuss with Mr. Deputy Administrator. Right, let's save, and I have to end the stream here. Go. cook some food for my little piggy here. This one overwrites, save successfully. Okay. So I am Adventure Argonaut and I thank you for watching. Bye bye.